time for the panic meter with two guys who don't really panic much, right, Harp? You try to keep it cool and calm as much as possible. Harp, but 0 to 10, what's your panic meter on the Mets not re-signing Pete Alonso?
I would put it at 5, Chelsea, because I believe that this interest from the Red Sox is real, JJ, and that's all it takes. It doesn't sound like there might be a lot of teams involved, but the Red Sox are a big market team that can afford him, and it feels they need a spot. They need to fill that spot in the lineup there, first base. The GM Breslow talked about adding that middle of the order bat. Now maybe it could be after Schwarber as well, but I think it's still going to be harder to pull Schwarber away from the Phillies than it is from the Mets. I don't know if the Mets are all in on him. Nobody knows if they're going to go all out to keep him or not. So I feel like 5, 50-50. He's right at a 50-50 level for me right now.
You went 50-50. I put it at a 4 because I think it's 60-40 to whether or not Pete ends up coming back to this team, because they're in such dire need of what he provides from a power standpoint. Like, I can't imagine what the Met lineup is going to look like as far as protecting Juan Soto if you take away the pop and the production and everything that Pete brings to the table. It's going to require a pretty amazing pivot from David Stearns. And I get the Red Sox interest. I do think it's real. They need a slugger. Who knows if they're going to re-sign Alex Bregman. But then the emotional attachment weighs in with Pete. The idea that he can go and be this lifelong Met, set all of these records as far as home runs are concerned. I don't know if that means anything to David Stearns. My gut is it might mean something to Steve Cohen. So instead of it being 50-50, I'll say by the emotional hinge, by that much, Chelsea, 60-40.
I'd like to hear it. They need him. They need him, I think. It's just we don't know if they're going to go all out to keep him.
Definitely. We'll have to see. Switching gears to the bullpen, Harp, this one's for you. What's your panic meter on for the Mets not re-signing Edwin Diaz?
Yeah, I hate to say it, Chelsea, but I'm going to go 7. Just because, look, they got Devin Williams. They say they're still interested in Diaz, but I think Williams gives them a fallback. And what we've come to know about Stearns is he loves value. He loves to show that he can get value, the most value in the market. And you're going to have to overpay for Diaz. Now you have a guy, Williams. If he's your closer, it's a really good contract for a closer. My issue there is Williams, we know he had some issues closing for the Yankees last year. I thought maybe it was more mental than anything. The pressure got to him, the expectations, all that. So you throw him back in that closer role with the Mets now. He's got to follow Diaz. If Diaz is not there, I think that's a big ask for him. So I think they need him again, but I don't know if they're going to go out and get him.
And speaking of Devin Williams, JJ, what should Mets fans' panic meters be on going into the season with Devin Williams as their closer?
You want to guess this one for me?
I know it's high.
Give me the perfect 10. Sorry, Met fans. It is a 10. If all of a sudden Devin Williams... Sound the alarm, indeed. Let's acknowledge something, okay? The Yankees lost out on the American League East for 2 reasons. 1, they couldn't beat the Toronto Blue Jays. 2, Devin Williams yucked up 10 zillion games for him in so many big spots. Now, all of a sudden, you're going to fill the shoes of Edwin Diaz. You could not handle the pressure of pitching in the 9th inning for the New York Yankees. Now you're going to take the trumpets away. You're going to put him in Los Angeles. You're going to put him in Toronto, wherever you're going to go and put him. And you're going to say, all right, big boy, you're our closer now. There's no safety net of Edwin Diaz. I like the Devin Williams signing if he's your setup man. If he's the closer, I am not with this, not one bit. So it is a 10, Chelsea.